So I have quite an interesting video here today. So I had somebody ask me, are there any fragrances that you think are overlooked in the fragrance community? And I actually do have a bunch that I think are either overlooked or under talked about or underappreciated. Usually it's the EDTs in the line, but I have 5 fragrances that I want to talk to you guys about today that are in their lines. I feel either respectively they are the best smelling in the line, or they are the second best smelling or very close to that, and yet they are overlooked by most of the fragrance community for other ones in the line or other fragrances that are similar. And so that's what I want to talk about today. So without further ado, let's get it. Alright, my great smelling dudes, welcome back to my channel. This is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back with another fragrance video and another 5 list where I'm going to go through and let you guys know some fragrances that I feel are very underappreciated in the fragrance community. They're all designers, so I'm not talking about niche today. This is going to be more along the lines of fragrances that have been out for a while that people either just are not talking about, ones that are underappreciated given low scores, or whatever it might be, and or passed up for other ones in the line because of performance issues or whatnot. Before I get into the video, make sure as always to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and then hit the bell if you want my videos sooner. And we'll just get straight into it with the first one here, which I personally think is the best smelling in the line. This entire line, not including the limited editions, don't last very long. And I think that they all smell great, but there's one that I pull above others, and this one is by Dolce Gabbana. It is the one Eau de Toilette. So the one Eau de Toilette, I have 2 of these bottles. I have a big one and a small one. I think I grabbed the small one this time. I like this one the best out of all of the ones in the line. Even the limited editions, I think that there's ones in the line that I would wear in certain occasions over this one, but this one is the one that I wear by far the most. It is because it's that amber tobacco, but it has more of a freshness than, even though people say if you have the Eau de Parfum, you don't need this. Or if you want to get one, you should get the Eau de Parfum because it's richer, it's deeper, blah, blah, blah. I like this one because it's that amber tobacco, but it has that grapefruit, orange blossom, ginger mixture that really does freshen it up. And it reminds me of something like a Tobacco and Tonka Bean by Banana Republic. Not the smell of it, but the way that it's one of those calming scents. And that's why I love this fragrance. I wear this almost every single morning when I wake up, because when you wake up or when you go to sleep, you want to be calm. You just want, I mean, unless you're going out to work, you don't really want to be calm, but I work from home, so I wake up and I like to have a nice calming morning. So I spray this on. I get that freshness mixed together with a little bit of that citrus from the grapefruit and then the ginger mixed in together with that tobacco and amber that everybody loves. And I think that it smells absolutely fantastic. I think more people need to talk about it. I don't care if it has a 4 or 3 hour longevity, because I don't wear it more than that. Yes, if you want one that's going to last you like an extra hour or 2, you can get the Eau de Parfum. It's just a little bit deeper, darker, and richer. This one is just going to be one that, if you want an enjoyable scent to wear for a few hours in the morning or at night, it's going to be that. And that is Dolce & Gabbana's the one Eau de Toilette. Fan-freaking-tastic. Going into the second one, this one's not the Eau de Toilette in the line, but it still is by far my favorite in this line. I think it was very underappreciated, especially when it was first released, and now it is almost next to never talked about. I talk about it every 3 or 4 months in a video, just because I think that people need to understand that this fragrance is very good and it's very mass appealing. I get a lot of people saying, hey, you smell really good when I wear it, because there's things that out there that smell similar, but this one has a little bit of a uniqueness because of what it does with the pineapple. This is by Valentino. It is Valentino born in Roma, Yellow Dream. I almost forgot what it was. So Yellow Dream is a kind of all-season pineapple vanilla fragrance that has gingerbread in it, but the gingerbread just provides almost like this spice. almost like a clove spice or a clove and cinnamon mixture. But what you're really focusing on is a little bit of this freshness in there mixed together with a lot of pineapple and a lot of vanilla with some sandalwood. It's woody, it is vanilla, it is one of my favorite fragrances as far as designer communities. If you want something that is sweet, that is a little bit fresh, that is going to get you compliments. I like to wear this more in transitional seasons like spring and fall, but I do wear it summer nights. I wouldn't wear it in super hot nights because of the sweetness in it, but I can tell you, this one is a absolute monster as far as anytime I wear it. My wife always says, you smell great. My daughter says I smell great. Anywhere I go, the girls at my work say I smell great. Even guys say, hey, what are you wearing? It's Valentino, Uomo, born in Roma, Yellow Dream. It's a mouthful, but I don't care. And the bottle looks really cool. I think that you guys need to get your nose on it. It'll last about 6 hours. And with that, that's all you really need for that type of fragrance. I am going to go on a very small tangent. As far as performance, if you are so worried about performance, about a designer fragrance, then you're not worrying about the right things. Because if a fragrance, in my opinion, lasts over 3 or 4 hours, then that's all you really need for a fragrance. From the, like, people are saying, Sauvage elixir, has it been reformulated? It doesn't last as long anymore. I'm like, dude, even if it didn't last as long, the last one lasted 2 days. What is it going to last, a day and a half now, and you're not happy with it? You do certain things. Unless you're one of those people that really needs to be noticed by other people, fragrances are supposed to be worn for your enjoyment, and so that other people would say, hey, you smell good, but you don't want to blind people. And these fragrances, and most fragrances out there, last between 3 to 7 hours. That is an average fragrance in the fragrance community, 3 to 7 hours. There's obviously exceptions above and below. But with that said, if I get 3 hours out of a fragrance, I'm happy because I can just respray, take a travel spray with me, whatever it might be. And again, a lot of people work at home now. Going into the third one. So the third one, this one is not talked about as much as the other ones in the line or even close to it. And yet I think it's the best smelling one in the line. I know that Ross from TLTG agrees with me. Acqua di Gio Absolu. Acqua di Gio Absolu is my favorite one on the line because it takes that it's the first time that Armani actually took the Acqua di Gio DNA and did something different with it. Like, they always are just adding a little bit more sea saltiness, a little bit more citrus, a little bit of this green tinge, but they always have that Acqua di Gio smell. Then you have this one, which doesn't smell like Acqua di Gio at all. It has that DNA, maybe 1 or 2% in there, and then it's more of a amber woody, like a slightly sea salty or it's like a watery aquatic, but it is more woody aquatic. It has those sea notes and stuff like that in there, but it's more of a woody aquatic fragrance. It's kind of similar to things out there like Versace Hawass, stuff like that is going to be more of your watery aquatic, except for it's not fruity. It has a little bit of a citrus tone to it. It's aromatic, and then it is more focused on that amberwood. It is very nice. Again, if you want something that is still going to be super mass appealing, it smells great. You can wear it day or night, but I think it's more of a great night out scent for any season. You can wear this spring, summer, fall, winter. This is going to last you 7 to 8 hours. Acqua di Gio Absolu is a fantastic fragrance that is going to, if you are tired of that Acqua di Gio DNA and you want something new, Acqua di Gio Absolu definitely do it for you. And not many people talk about that fragrance anymore, and I don't know why, because it's still fantastic. So going into, I don't know which one to do last. Which one's my favorite? All right, we'll do this one second to last. This one I just picked up not that long ago, and I personally overlooked it for the longest freaking time, and I don't know why. By Chanel. This is Allure Homme Eau de Toilette. This one, I honestly think, is up there with the Allure Homme Eau Extreme. As far as the smell, I wouldn't put it past myself to say that this one smells the best in the line. That's why I'm kind of keeping it at It could be the first or the second best. Allure Homme Eau Extreme is up there. The whole line is fantastic, but the Allure Homme Original, it has that citrus vanilla mixture. It also adds in some peach. It has almost like a fruity vibe to it. And so if you don't like the Allure Homme Sport or Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme, then maybe you should try this one because it does have a little different of a take on that DNA. And I passed it up for so long because just based on the look of the bottle and the way that it fits in with the rest of them, I thought it was more of like a vintage fragrance. I don't know why I thought that, but honestly, it's citrus, it's vanilla, and it lasts longer than the other ones. So it's funny because Allure Homme Sport lasts about 5 hours. The Eau Extreme lasts about 6 to 7 hours. Then you have this one that lasts about 6 to 7 hours. And so I'm super confused because usually the Eau de Toilettes are going to be the highest projectors, but they're not going to be the ones that last the longest. And this one, it does both. It has a really nice projection, a little bit above moderate, and then it also does have, it's work safe. You can wear it in pretty much any situation. It's super versatile, more spring and summer, but you can wear it in any season. Allure Homme is never talked about. I don't know anybody who even freaking talks about this fragrance anymore. Super overlooked, super underrated. You need to go try it out. I know a lot of people, especially like Mo, who didn't even give it a try, just like me, and then went out, smelled it, bought it, done. It's just that good. I like it so much. Going into the last one, my most worn fragrance of all time. What is it? Well, I should say the most worn fragrance of the last 10 years. If I was going to do my most worn fragrance of all time, it would be Boss Bottled, because I've worn that since like forever. So this one is YSL Y Eau de Toilette. This one is hardly ever talked about by anybody anymore because there's so many fragrances in the line that a lot of people either say smell better or smell the same, just with a better blend and better projection. To me, I am a very big Y fan, and I can sense the differences in every single one of them. I wear them on a continuous basis. The only one in the line I don't really like wearing is the Eau de Parfum because it gives me a headache. But the Le Parfum has that tonka, that apple mixture. It's really nice. This one still has the apple, the ginger, the aromatics. And we're also talking about the 2017 version. I want to go on a little another tangent. So there's this one, which is the 2017 version. And then there's the reformulated version, which came out last year whenever they had to ban one of the notes in the fragrance. And so if you can find a 2017 version, get it, because my wife bought me both, this one and the new version. And I actually said, I don't want the new version because I already had a decant and I put them next to each other. This one is more aldehydic. It's a little bit sweeter with that apple and whatnot, but it's overall, they're very similar, obviously, and you wouldn't be able to tell much of a difference unless you wear it all the time like I do. But if you wanted to know what the better smelling version is this one. The newer version lasts an extra hour or so, but I wear this. It's the best gym scent, out of the shower scent, anything. I always wear this if I need to put on something fresh, clean, aromatic. This is it. YSL Y Eau de Toilette. I don't care what anybody says. This one is absolutely fantastic. Every person that I know loves the smell of this fragrance. You're not going to go down the street and somebody tell you that you smell bad if you're wearing YSL Y Eau de Toilette. It's fresh, it's clean, it's amazing. And it's not only that, it's a fresh, clean, all season, any season fragrance that you can wear. And you can't say that a lot about fresh and clean fragrances. It's a super versatile, fresh, clean blue fragrance. So YSL Y Eau de Toilette, those are my 5. Let me know in the chat below in the comments. Let me know which ones that you think. If you think of any of these 5, if you agree with me, you disagree, or other fragrances that you think that are way overlooked, that people should be talking about, that are super popular, but nobody really ever talks about them, those are my 5. I wear them so much. You have no idea how much I actually wear them because I only give you one of my scent of the days, which is usually one that I can that will look cool in a post that I wear that day, but I usually wear about 3 fragrances a day, and these ones are usually compounded into that. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope that you like this list, and I'll be back with a video tomorrow. Peace out.